Hey, Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Friday. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Happy Friday, Freedom Friday, Friyay, okay? Fry egg. Even though that's nothing, has nothing to do with that. I just wanted to say that. But happy Friday, guys. I hope you guys are doing well, okay? I hope you guys, like I say, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you guys are doing well, or you guys are, okay for the most part. Like I said, everybody has something that they're going through or something that they're dealing with, so I hope you guys are doing okay for the most part. Like I said, you have your good days, you have your bad days, but at the end of the day, it's nice to have people in your energy or have people around you who are always optimistic or positive. I mean, not everybody likes to hear about positivity and stuff like that, but it's just nice to see for a change, you know what I mean? So affirmations. I said in my last video that I was going to do affirmations, so let's get down to the nitty gritty, okay, when it comes to the affirmations and what you guys might need to know. Okay, so this video may be not too long, okay, like this might be like a 10-minute video or maybe less, because again, it's just affirmations, and this could be things that you guys could be needing to hear, okay, when it comes to like clarity and stuff like that. So let's see what you guys might need to know. All right, so the first card, it's giving Queen of Wands, King of Wands energy, okay, or just Wands energy, okay, guys? There's something about your energy where you guys are courageous. It says, I do and say what I know to be right, even if it's not easy. I stay loyal to my true self. I face challenges with dignity. I'm not afraid to take risks towards a more fulfilling life, okay? So that's confirmation for anybody. I'm just holding it for a couple seconds so you guys can either take a screenshot or whatever the case is. But yeah, you guys are courageous. You guys are bold. You guys are able to put yourself out there. Like I said, maybe you have your days where you don't feel courageous. Maybe you don't feel bold, but that doesn't mean that you're not somebody who will step out into the light and put yourself out there when it's necessary, right? You guys are able to, move forward. And basically the way that I look at it too, for some of you that resonate with this, it's like, even if you are having a bad day, that's okay. That's that one day, right? It's not like it's every single day you're having a bad day. It's like maybe you're just not feeling it that day, and maybe you just feel like you're having a little bit of a funk, right? And it's almost like once you eat some food and you take a nap, you feel a little bit better. You wake up, it's a brand new day. That kind of energy, right? So again, like everybody has their good and bad days. It doesn't mean that you are less of a person, because you didn't want to do laundry today, or you didn't feel like going to school today. You didn't want to go into work. You don't feel like talking to somebody. You don't feel like dealing with people. Like, people need to understand that when it comes to boundaries, humans are draining, you guys. Humans can be draining. Like, when I say this, I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's true. Like, some humans feel like you need to be like this, like a bee, constantly just like always in someone's face or their energy, right? And some of you guys could like to be alone. Like, you guys like your alone time. And sometimes you guys are introverted, where maybe you're an ambivert or an omnivert, where it's like you can be extroverted at some points, but you also need that moment to go within yourself and recharge, right? 333 on the timer. So it's almost like you're being supported by the universe too. It's okay. Like, you are courageous, but sometimes you need that time alone too, right? It says, I'm forward thinking. I am a channel for inspired thought and genius ideas. I plan for the future with a clear vision in mind. I explore new and alternative perspectives. I see the big picture. So that could be you guys as well. You guys are able to see the bigger picture when it comes to you being courageous. It's like I said in one of my videos today, that you guys could also talk about or speak up about certain matters that a lot of people are scared to talk about, because everybody wants to be liked so bad. Like, people want to be liked so bad, or like it's almost like people want followers so bad that they don't care about speaking about things that actually matter. They would rather talk about, the stupid things. Like, when somebody's not healed and they're always talking about their ex, or always talking about like people from the past in that sense. And usually when we talk about the past, it's because we're growing from past traumas or past things, right? It's not to say that you're bringing it up over and over again, but even when it comes to like relationships where people have done you dirty, it's like, why would you want to go back into a situation, whether it's a relationship, a job, a home situation, friends, family, whatever it is? Why would you want to go back where people treat you like crap or treat you like the bottom of their shoe or like dirt, and you know that they treated you this way and they just didn't care? You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to go back to that? Obviously, you don't want to. And I wouldn't even expect the collective to do that, because I wouldn't do that. Like, why would I share messages like that and tell you guys, yeah, do it? Like, that's crazy. I wouldn't do that. So even that too, it's like you guys are forward thinking. Even if you may have moments where the past may come up, it's because there's certain things that maybe are nostalgic or remind you about certain things. And that happens. You know what I mean? Like, even if you guys are not together with people that you used to be around, whether this is like growing up with people or, you know, whatever it is, it's like you have the ability to detach yourself and realize that that was the past. It is what it is, and I'm moving forward. Okay, so this card says, I'm expressive. It says, I communicate clearly and eloquently. It is easy for me to put my feelings into words. My ideas are interesting and well presented. I am active and also creative, right? So some of you guys, like I said, when it comes to being forward thinking, you guys are expressive. It's like, say for example, someone who knows you, right? They may think that you're always thinking about the past, but you're not thinking about the past. What happens is, say you go about your day, or, you know, you're just going about life or whatever. There could be memories, like a song or a location or a plushie or whatever, like a letter, a note, a text message, whatever. Sometimes you guys are cleaning out or cleansing out old energy, and sometimes things will pop up back in your mind again or pop up in your energy. And confirmation with the faint horn that I just heard, but it's like things will pop up in your memory or in your mind, and it's not because you're thinking about that person, but it's because of the energy. And sometimes people don't realize that even if you're not thinking about a group of people, a place, a thing, whatever that is, that individual, group, place, or thing could be thinking about you constantly, which is manifesting your energy, and you guys can feel that. Okay, like energetically, you guys can feel that. So that's why it's good to cleanse your energy as well for some of you. Okay, it says, I am receptive. I receive from life with ease and gratitude. I enjoy accepting gifts and compliments. I deserve the good things that come to me. Okay, so you guys are also receptive. It's like, it's not only that you guys are also expressive, but you're able to receive or be receptive or be in a receptive energy when it comes to compliments or people like, you know, commenting on you or saying like, I love your hair, or I love your, you know, your clothes, or your, you know, whatever, right? Things like that. Okay. Or like saying like, you know, I really appreciate you, or you're really a good person, or I love your aura, I love your energy. Like, you guys could be around people who compliment you like that. And unfortunately, sometimes when you're somebody who has a good energy and vibe and aura, and you don't even have to do much, honey, you don't have to do a thing, okay? You don't have to do a damn thing. You could be sitting there minding your business, and your charm alone will attract people, and you could have people, ooh, child, is that a fly? Get out of here. Oh, it did come out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but hell no, okay? But, you know I don't like bugs, like, the closest I'll ever get to a bug is a ladybug, a butterfly, a bee maybe, because like I don't want to get stung, because I'm not trying to find out if I'm allergic, because my mom is allergic, and I'm not trying to find out because of genetics. Okay, like, we're not trying to go to the hospital and find that out. But flies, I don't like them, because like flies remind me of like monitoring spirits, and they sit on doo-doo. they sit on garbage, and they're maggots. I don't like them. But I know they're part of, you know, Mother Nature, but I don't like bugs. Okay, even mosquitoes, I don't like bugs. And even like, you know, those little flies that are always like in a group together and you can see them when the sun shines, I hate those. I don't know if those are gnats, I don't know what they are, but I hate them. And they're always in Canada too, when it's like dewy. Anyway, getting off track here. Okay. Being receptive. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to your energy, you guys are receptive, you guys are understanding, you guys are able to receive compliments when compliments are due. Even when it comes to your energy, like I said, it's like you could be doing nothing, like I was saying before I was talking about the fly, right? You guys could be doing anything. And people could also be mad at your energy about that, which is so weird to me, because you could have people who need to like gaslight people or bribe people or buy people's affection or their love just so that people can like them. And you literally could be sitting there like, I don't like you, don't talk to me, or, you know, whatever, like speaking your mind about certain things, and people could just be attracted to that about you because you keep your authenticity or you keep it real. And that's really hard to come by. And I always say this in my messages too. It's like, it's really hard to come by people who are authentic or keep it 100 or keep it real and stuff like that. It's not easy, you know what I mean, guys? So let's see what else shows up. But there is something about that energy though, okay? Yeah, it says, I'm wise. It says, I live through my heart. I follow my inner wisdom and know that the right decision is not always the logical one. My soul is wise. My heart knows the way, okay? So take what resonates with that, okay, when it comes to your heart and soul knowing how to guide you, okay? Trusting in your heart and soul. This is also your intuition as well, where you're able to guide yourself, okay, guys? I'm going to see if I can get a couple more cards. That fly is back in my car again. It's a monitoring spirit for sure. You can't convince me otherwise. And I know, like I talked about light, like your light being able to attract things, but I don't like that. I am in flow. It says, I pay attention to the flow of life and I let it guide me in my next steps. I trust that everything happens at the right time and for the right reasons. I follow my own unique path. And this is the same thing I was saying when I saw I am wise, okay? So this is confirmation as well, like I was talking about, okay? Some of you guys, when it comes to the energy, there's something about you guys where, you know, even that, it's like you guys, oh, get out, it went out. At least they're smart, because some flies are so stupid. They'll come inside and then they're just like, zzz, zzz, zzz. And it's like, dude, the same way you came in is the same way you get out. Like, what the hell? But anyway, you are in flow, all right? I said this. You are in flow. There's something about you trusting your inner knowing, trusting your intuition, your heart, whatever guidance you guys are receiving, trusting in that and knowing that whatever path you guys are taking, whether it feels right or not, you guys are following that, right? It says, I'm strong. I am strong enough to protect my boundaries and face any challenges. I have what it takes to build the life of my dreams. I am dedicated to the things that matter to me, okay? So you're strong, all right? You're a strong individual. Now, I know sometimes people hate hearing that, but it depends on who's saying it too, right? Like, I know sometimes people hate hearing, oh, you're so strong, you're such a strong person. You know, not everybody wants to hear that. Sometimes you just want to talk to somebody and, you know, have them listen to you. And it's almost like once you have that person being able to confirm or allow you to feel very comfortable in that skin that you're in and being able to express yourself, then if they say to you, you know, it's okay, like you're a strong person, you always make it through no matter what, you know, do you always want to be strong? No. And that's the thing people don't understand. It's like not all the time you want to be strong. You don't want to be the strong friend all the time. Sometimes you want to be the friend that is able to lean on someone's shoulder and cry. Okay, being able to lean on someone's shoulder and express yourself, because just because you look strong or you might be strong-willed or minded or whatever the case is, that doesn't mean that you want to be all the time, right? And I think people also don't realize that. It's also like that saying like, oh, you're a strong woman. And it's like, no, sometimes women don't want to be strong. Okay, like sometimes women just want to be able to cry and be able to just, you know, have snot boo-boo coming out their face and being able to release and let go, and, you know, then put on your big girl pants and then move on to the next thing, right? So take what resonates. 1331 is significant, especially with angel numbers too, like being mirrored, right? It says, I'm kind. I treat myself and others with compassion and understanding. I look for the wisdom within my shadow. I think and speak of myself only with love. I accept myself fully. So self-acceptance is very significant too, okay, for some of you guys. Maybe you guys, when it comes to self-acceptance, you guys are learning to accept yourself, accept you know, certain things about you and all that good stuff, right? So being able to accept yourself, acceptance, when it comes to like your life, your path, what you have going on is significant. And also at the bottom of the deck, it says, I am safe. So people around your energy may feel like you are a safe space. Maybe you come off as somebody that may, like I said, you might have RBF, or you might have a certain energy about you where people may think, ooh, collective is so scary. But it's not that. It's the fact that your energy, you have boundaries and you're very protective. And those who are not scared of your energy or your aura, they know that you are a safe space, okay? They know that you're a safe space and you're somebody that they can come to when it comes to that, you know, their issues or problems, or just wanting someone to like talk to, a friend to lean on, like being a sister to somebody or like a brother to somebody, that kind of energy, like family, okay? Especially if you're somebody who didn't grow up in family, or maybe you grew up around people who had family, you know, close-knit family connections, and then here you are, it's like, what about me? That kind of energy. It's like, what about me? Where's my family? So again, some of you guys could be connecting based on soul tribes, that kind of thing, and realizing that maybe your karmic family, meaning your own blood, is not really your family, but the people that you meet in your lifetime, it's like almost like a Pokemon, okay? Sounds crazy to say this, but people are like a Pokemon. It's like you can meet someone in your life and say you meet them and automatically it's like just magnets. Like you just click, like you just get it. Now sometimes people are doing that purposely to mirror yourself, so you do have to be careful and have discernment, but you can tell genuinely when somebody's energy is so genuine and authentic, and they genuinely mean well and want the best for not just themselves but everybody around them. That's a good person right there, okay guys? Doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter what material you have, it doesn't matter what it is. I always say that wisdom, knowledge, and also experience, if you can share and guide other people in that sense, I think that that's an amazing gift to have, because a lot of times people go through a lot of obstacles and things in their life and they have nobody to talk to or nobody to express this to, right? So take what resonates with that. Some of you guys are really kind people. You guys are really loving people. You guys are very generous about your energy, your time, okay, and efforts. And a lot of people think that everything has to do with money and material. And sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's just having somebody sit down and listen to you for just a second, okay? And this also goes about seniors as well. I was going to say this too. Young people as well, anybody, right? But especially older people, I find, where you could meet some people that are really nice people and really bad people. Doesn't matter what age they are. But I find that a lot of seniors are very lonely because they don't have a lot of family or friends, because, you know, people either live abroad, live far, or just maybe they just don't connect with certain people in their family. And I find it very interesting because those are the same people that you just bump into them in the middle of nowhere and they start telling you stories about, you know, how they grew up, or like how life was, or how they had their friends and they used to travel and things like that. Like, you meet some very interesting people. And I've met some very crabbity people, doesn't matter what age they are. And I've met some very kind people, doesn't matter what age they are. And people just being able to open up to the collective and say things to, you know, to the collective about their personal life, even though you never ask them. It's just your energy, okay? People just feel safe. Like, I feel like sometimes people don't realize that you may come off like somebody who, you know, it's almost like that big sister or that little sister that they miss. And it's like, you remind me of somebody, or just having like that past life connection kind of thing, okay? But anyway, I'm going to end it here. I said I wanted it to be like 10 minutes and then look. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Like I said, I'm monitoring my website, but if you guys are interested, while the website is still flowing and going, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can either book a reading or just check out my blog. And like I said, if I do get rid of the website, I did say that I would just use my email address for anybody who wants to book a reading or just book readings and things like that, okay? But yeah, thank you guys. All right, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for those who like my videos, you know, repost, that kind of stuff. You know that I appreciate that, because gratitude a little bit goes a long way. So thank you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. I don't know if you guys can see that glare by the sun. I don't know where it's coming from, because I'm literally sitting underneath like shade. So I find it so funny how it's like it's glaring. It's like the sunlight's going, it's so weird. But anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, happy Friday. Bye.